lost for words because I couldn't believe that someone would write something like that about my daughter and racially profile her like that.
This woman says that workers at a Charlotte Chick-Fil-A used a racial slur on her daughter's order on the receipt. She says it was printed off not once, but twice and attached to the order.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, y'all with another video. Hope y'all are having a very great day. Hope y'all had a very great weekend also. My day is going absolutely magnificent. Big shout out to all the channel members, all subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of North Carolina by way of Charlotte. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of North Carolina. Everybody in the great city of Charlotte. Now, before I start this story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, please keep this story coming. Now, we all know that this is Black History Month, even though we are approaching the end of Black History Month. And the last thing that you will expect to happen in Black History Month is for somebody to be racist. Yes. And all this took place at a Chick-Fil-A in Charlotte, where you had 19-year-old Naisha Jackson who decided to go to the drive-thru and patronize one of her favorite businesses, because that's why we go to these restaurants, because you would not go there if you did not like them. So upon Naisha Jackson going to Chick-fil-A, and for those who went to Chick-fil-A and very used to the Chick-fil-A experience, you already know one thing about Chick-fil-A is that you have to give them your name, and they call your name out when your order is ready. But the last thing an employee should do is write a racial slur in replace of your name. If you don't know the person's name, ask them their name, or just say, what's your initials or whatever, if you cannot spell their name, because I understand some of these names are hard. But the last thing you will expect upon getting your order is for somebody to call you, yes, a black ninja. You know what I'm saying? And what's more appalling about this is the fact that it come from Chick-fil-A. And what's even worse than that, as you all can tell, is the person that's light-skinned. Like, damn, we just can't catch a break nowhere in this world. You get what I'm saying? We catch hell from both sides. You get what I'm saying? But, I mean, so if a dark-skinned person would have came through this drive-thru, ain't no telling what you would have got called. But upon Chick-fil-A hearing this, they decided to sit up here and tell us a bunch of BS, basically saying that it was a misspelling. And also they tell us that the person who wrote this racial slur is going through more additional training, as if more additional training is needed. I mean, you already know, as soon as you sat there and wrote that on that customer receipt and replaced their name, a B with N-I-G-E-R, you already know what you meant. So there's no training that could substitute that or correct that. That person should be fired. And also for my people in Charlotte, if you know who this person is, you have a picture of the person, or if you know the person's name, please send it to my Instagram or send it to my email so we can put that person on blast and let you see how I feel. But anyway, Naisha Jackson and her mom, April Jackson, decided to go to the news station, and that's where we had the story right here. And it's a sad situation in this day and age that you cannot even go to one of your favorite places to eat at. And also, you got to understand this, the reason why I'm saying it like that, because just think about this. If somebody have the nerve enough, the gall enough, like the old folks say, if they have that much hell in them to sit up here and call you a racial slur blatantly, calling you a black ninja, I mean, would it not be too far-fetched to think that they will do something to your food? Would it not be too far-fetched to think they might take one of them nuggets and drop it on the floor? Or would it not be too far-fetched to think that they would take one of them buns and wipe the crack of their butts with it? It's a sad situation. And not only was this person not fired, this employee not fired, but also Chick-fil-A is basically making excuses up. So the family is now taking legal action. And that would have been the first thing I would have done, because I would have told the news station, hey, look, you know, I thought I was getting by, but come to find out, you remind me once again, I am a ninja. Anyway, we'll break the rest down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I am going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go, a North Carolina Chick-fil-A is facing backlash for alleged racism. Ain't no damn allegedly. This actually happened. Don't you all see that receipt right there? Now imagine, my good people who hear the sound of my voice, you going through a drive-thru, and most likely you already hungry, and most likely you on lunch break or just getting off work, and upon looking down at your bag, you notice that that is not your name, and on further inspection, somebody decided to call you a black ninja in Black History Month. I wouldn't give a damn what month it is. It could be July. You can't call me no damn black ninja. It could be December. I am nobody black ninja. Now anyway, let's continue. A woman says that order at a Chick-fil-A had a racial slur printed on it and attached to it, and now she's planning on taking legal action. That would have been the first thing I would have went through. And some of you all may be wondering, well, Trey, where in the hell is this damn Chick-fil-A located? Okay, here it go right here. The Chick-fil-A is located on Brookshire Boulevard in Mount Holly, Huntersville Road. For my people who's from the area, you already know exactly what it said. So if you happen to be in the Brookshire Boulevard area or the Holly Huntersville Road area, do not go to that Chick-fil-A. But if you do go there, try to find out that person's name, that female name. It was a woman that did this. And also, what make it even worse, you could tell she was a coward because she did not even give Naisha her order. Another guy gave her the order, and even he noticed something was wrong. So, sir, you was also wrong. Even though you did not write that, you should have never gave that to that customer. You should have went and got the manager. If you couldn't get the manager to come out there and correct that, you should have told the manager to give the customer the bag of damn stuff. What if the customer would have got mad and cussed you out or threw something at you for insulting the person or whatnot? You cannot sit up here and know one of your co-workers doing wrong and then hand me something and say, you might want to check out the name. No, do not even hand me that. How about you do the right thing, even though it may cause problem between you and your customers? But we're talking about morality right now. We're talking about the difference between right and wrong. So that male employee that gave Naisha that bag should have told the woman that wrote that racial slur to give it to her herself or go get the manager, let the manager take care of that. I wouldn't even involve myself in that whole situation because guess what? If the guy knew it was wrong, the one that gave Naisha the bag, it's common sense that this order should have never went out like that. Somebody should have fixed that. And the nerve of Chick-fil-A to make a damn excuse up. Anyway, now this is what Naisha's mom, April Jackson, had to say. She told the news station this. She told her name was Naisha, and the worker put on her ticket, Black Ninja. Even though I'm not going to say the N-word because we already know what that means right there. So imagine you getting that, and then once you contact the company, only thing the company can say is that the worker, it was just a misspell, just like an error, and the person who did this need more training. No, that person who did that need they butt whoop. That's exactly what they need. You get what I'm saying? Because talking can only do so much. And the last time I checked, Chick-fil-A don't hire kids, so we're not talking about kids right now. We're talking about young adults or adults. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like this. If you 18, 17, and you old enough to work a job, you should know the difference between right and wrong. So the nerve of somebody to sit there and do that, and then they're not even brave enough to even give you the ticket. I'm like this. If you're going to sit up here and throw a rock, don't hide your hand. Show your face so we can see actually who done this. Because the first thing I will be finding out, who was this employee that did this, and also what can be done about this matter, because something damn sure should be done about it. Anyway, let's continue. Now, Naisha says when she pulled up to the drive-thru window, the person who handed her order gave her a warning. And if you have to give me a warning before I get my order, and we dealing with food, something, you know what I'm saying, that goes inside your body. Because you got to understand, you should never let nobody play with your food. I don't care if they write something funny on it, because if you write something funny on it, guess what else you would do? You may try to tamper with my food. So, the nerve of the employee to sit there and say that like it's all cute and games. Now, if Naisha would have thrown a brick through there and knock a patch of hair out somebody's head, it would have been too funny then. And this is what Naisha told the news station what the person said. He was like, you might want to look what they put your name as. So if you already knew something was wrong, where was the manager in this whole situation? I mean, I knew damn well it was more than just this worker there and also the one who wrote this ticket out. It had to be a manager on duty. And I'm sure you also have a corporate line or something like that. You should know better than to do these things. So there's no excuse good enough for the company to release to sit up there and justify this employee doing this to this customer. There's just no reason. And also shame on that other employee for not standing up and doing the right thing and telling the employee about herself and how wrong she was and getting management involved, because if management would have got involved, guess what? It wouldn't be no story. It wouldn't be no lawsuit coming. You know what I'm saying? You play stupid games, guess what you're going to win? A stupid prize. Anyway, let's close up. Now, the news station asked Chick-fil-A about the incident, and I'm glad they did. And Chick-fil-A sent them back a message saying the operator/owner of Chick-fil-A in Mount Island had thoroughly investigated and tried to connect with the customer to better understand her experience and apologize for the situation. I mean, what you mean connecting my experience? My experience was very messed up, thanks to you all, because I'm sure Naisha goes to this place quite often, just like we all do. I like Chick-fil-A, but I might won't be going for a while because of this mess right here. And also, if they see my face and I did this video, they probably won't take too kindly to that. They probably call me a light-skinned ninja. You know what I'm saying? It'll be an L and an N-I-G-R right there. Instead of black, they're going to put light. They're going to totally disrespect me. Anyway, let's close up before somebody get mad at me. Now, the news station says that the owner/operator apologized for this experience. And also, they says further on, though we understand this to be a misspelling of the customer's name. That right there is very insulting. How you going to sit there and say, though we understand this to be a misspelling of the customer's name, instead of calling it for what it is? It's a racial slur. One of the worst ones that you can call somebody. So for you to sit there and justify it instead of just calling it out for what it is, Chick-fil-A, you all kind of have followed this also, even though you weren't the one that wrote it. But guess what? Somebody that wrote for you wrote it. And after you all noticed this, you all sit up there and tell the public some BS, like we all dumb. Anyway, let's repeat that so we can get a better understanding of this whole situation. They said, though we understand this to be a misspelling of the customer's names, that does not negate the impact or experience had by our guests. What the hell you mean? We're talking about Naisha Jackson's experience. We're not talking about everybody else's experience. Because every time I went to Chick-Fil-A, it was a good experience. I mean, they did not do anything. My ticket did not call me out my name or anything. But we're not talking about everybody else. We're talking about this one personal experience. So that doesn't matter what you all just said right there. That's why you got to be careful when these people be writing all these words and telling you all these things or whatnot. It don't have no meaning to what is actually going on. Anyway, and then Chick-fil-A further goes on to say the operator has started additional training as if additional training is needed when you are blatantly being racist and thinking that it's cute. And also a coward, because I can understand, even though you would have been wrong, but it would have been different if you would have wrote it and stood by it. But you're going to write it and then give it to somebody else to give it to Naisha. How about you would have gave it to her yourself and see how that would have worked out for you? Anyway, now Chick-fil-A told us a bunch of BS, basically stating that the operator, the employee, needed more additional training and it was a misspelling. And the restaurant is here to ensure that this doesn't happen again. And also they said, we sincerely apologize for the harm caused by this incident. What an incident it is. But anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story, because it's a sad situation that in Black History Month, even though we are approaching the end, is that people would still be so damn racist in 2023. And I guess racism will be here till the end of time. You know what I'm saying? Because people are always going to find a fault, a difference with each other. And the main thing that you can find a fault with somebody just by looking at their skin color and whatnot. It's sad, and I'm glad I'm not racist. And I hope I'm not talking to anybody that's racist. Because if you are, you need to go talk to God and also seek some forgiveness. Because guess what? We all the same color underneath, no matter what nobody want to say or what they want to think. But anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also, share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed. And I will see y'all soon on the next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.